right, Niter Kibbeh. It is Ethiopian spiced butter. This is the recipe that I use when I want to make ghee because this comes out so flavorful and so good that it's really useful in a lot of dishes. I use it when I'm making Indian food, Indonesian food.
I've fried fish in it.
Yeah, you can just use it for everything. It's great. When my first grandchild was born, he spent a lot of time in the intensive care unit, and I visited my daughter and her husband, and they took me to an Ethiopian restaurant. And I was, very impressed. It was my first real exposure to that food, and I remembered it. And a couple years later, I spent a long time researching how to make Injera, and how to make the Niter Kibbeh, and how to make the Berbere spice paste, before I finally set out to make it. We went all over the place looking for all the various spices required for this, and we ended up finding most of them at the co-op locally here. I didn't really have to buy anything online, which I really thought I was going to. But that started our expanding spice collection, which eventually, the success of this Ethiopian food project led me to curries and Indonesian curries and Thai curries, and we eventually had to, our spice cupboard just exploded, and that's what made us eventually come up with a way to organize our spices. So now we can actually find the ones we need, and we have, when I want to make a dish like this, I have everything I need for it. It's amazing. So we are going to begin with our whole spices. So a teaspoon of black peppercorns, and I'm just going to go right into a pan here with all these, and then we're going to sweat them in the pan. A teaspoon of coriander seed, a teaspoon of fennel seed, three cloves, and a cinnamon stick, a couple inches, and 3 black cardamom pods. Now these are not your green cardamom. This is a different beast altogether. And I'm going to crush these a little bit before I throw them in there. They don't really crush a lot, but I think it helps to open them up.
Oh, that one went easy.
Okay, so these all just go in, and I'm going to turn this on and sweat these. I'm going to turn a pretty low heat. This is a dry pan, by the way. And we just want to bring out the oils in these.
Might make me start coughing.
And then our dry spices. I'm going to take a teaspoon of fenugreek. And if I had fenugreek seed, I would use that, but I don't. And oregano, also a teaspoon.
It's like heaping teaspoon.
And then a 1/4 teaspoon each of turmeric and nutmeg. And I'm gonna go overboard on the turmeric because I like the color in this butter. And then in addition, we have 3 tablespoons of chopped garlic, a 1/4 cup of chopped onion. In this case, I'm using a shallot because we had it. And 2 tablespoons of grated ginger. So our spices, you really want to be careful that you don't burn these spices because that just makes them bitter. All you want to do is
There we go.
sweat them a little bit, bring out a little bit of the flavor. This is one of those cases in life where you want to sweat the small stuff.
Aren't you funny?
And then, while we're waiting for that, we are just going to we're just going to put all this stuff in a pot with a pound of butter. And we're going to cook that on very low heat for 90 minutes to 2 hours. And then strain it off, and you have your Niter Kibbeh, or ghee if that's easier.
Yeah, ghee is a lot easier. I didn't know about this little trick of yours.
Which trick?
Well, the flavors that went into that butter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I just use it.
I first made this, I don't know, it must have been 8 years ago now, and we've been expanding our flavor palette ever since, but we've been using this butter a lot. This is where you can buy the 1 pound blocks from Costco.
Yeah, you'd still have to cut it up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only buy those by accident. Oh, you're starting to smoke there.
Yep. Okay, so this is done. I'm gonna trade that for this and get everything going in here.
That might give your omelet some interesting flavor tomorrow.
That's the other pan.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna add all these dry spices I put in here. And my ginger.
Start to melt.
My garlic. Onion. Now, a lot of times when you make ghee, you'll see instructions to scrape off any foam that comes to the top of your butter. But we're going to strain this through cheesecloth, and all that foam and everything just comes out on the cheesecloth. So you don't have to do that. So that's it. We're just going to let this sit here and cook on very low heat. You do not want to burn this.
Yeah, that may end up in the back burner.
But it's all going to mix together, and the flavors are going to infuse into the butter, and we will have a very delicious condiment. All right, our stuff of butter has been cooking along for 2 hours. I've let it cool for a little while, so
I can't see anything.
be a little better for doing this. And I'm just going to strain it through cheesecloth.
Play down. Oh, you're missing some.
Well, this pan does not have a pour spout on it.
Yeah. Lots of gunk.
Yep, lots of gunk.
Oh, filled the jar up pretty good though.
Should have. It's 2 cups of butter in a 2-cup jar. Lose a little to the cheesecloth, but can't be helped.
It's alright, the butter is not that expensive. Cheaper than eggs.
Get what we can out of this. Boy, I'll tell you, just the whole house smells so good now. I went outside and even smells good out there. We'll just smush what we can out of this. Now, I will tell you, when dealing with turmeric, do not get it on your countertops. And
I'll rinse it out of that sink quick too.
yeah, it'll stay in the sink even.
I mean, it'll stay, a lot of times it'll come off after a little while, but it could be bad.
Okay, there we have it. Our beautiful pot of gold.
Just grab a paper towel. Thank you. That'll work better. Especially since it's got that yellow gunk on it.
Oh yeah, yellow everywhere.
Yep. So pretty though, look at that.
So there it is.
Ta-da!
And now, this can actually stay at room temperature for several weeks without anything bad happening to it. You can refrigerate it, which is what we do, and we've kept it in the refrigerator for a long time.
We'll put a label on
And
it too.
nothing has ever happened bad about it.
No.
You can also freeze this and thaw it out to use it. But it will last for a long time. And once you figure out how good this stuff is, you'll use it so fast that it really won't last very long anyway. So there you have it. That's our Niter Kibbeh. Thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. Subscribe to our channel and you'll see a new video every Tuesday. This video will be part of a series of Ethiopian cooking videos. So look for that and we'll see you next time.